Stop scrolling for just a second, because what I'm about to share has the power to radically change your life. There's one hard thing, just one, that if you commit to it every single day, you become absolutely unstoppable on your journey of self-improvement. It will sharpen your memory, turbocharge your productivity, and spark your creativity, all in less time than it takes to write a quick email. Welcome to the Growth Mindset Project, where we unlock the secrets to lifelong self-improvement together. If you're hungry for practical strategies to get better every single day, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now and smash the bell so you never miss out on ideas that will propel your growth. Let's get right into it. Imagine if there was a skill so deceptively simple, so universally accessible, that most people overlook it entirely, even though all high performers rely on it. That is the power of taking notes in a way that actually sticks and fuels self-improvement instead of adding pressure and stress.
Now, before you click away thinking, that's too simple, that's too disorganized, there's no way jotting down notes could change anything for me, hear me out. And don't worry, you're not alone in wondering, isn't there a more complicated system I should be using? Here's the truth. The hardest thing about self-improvement often isn't learning a new skill, but actually sticking to the simplest habits that work when we do them repeatedly. The biggest mistake most people make with personal note-taking is overcomplicating it. You might keep bouncing between notebooks, apps, databases, color-coded tags, chasing the perfect system so much that you never build the actual habit that drives improvement. But the superpower doesn't lie in technology. It's in putting pen to paper and getting your ideas, reflections, and insights out of your mind and into the physical world in real time. When you capture a thought with a quick note, you're forcing your brain to engage, processing, reflecting, even reinforcing your memory at the very second that spark happens. This act of writing is like self-improvement push-ups for your mind. It strengthens your ideas one quick jot at a time, building a rock-solid foundation for better thinking and creativity. You might already be asking, but how do I keep these notes organized? Won't it get messy? How will I ever find what I wrote? That's where the hard part comes in. You have to let go of the urge for perfection. Instead of waiting to curate the perfect system, start with capturing everything. Thoughts, bits of inspiration, lessons from books or podcasts, observations from life, completely unfiltered. Curate later, but never let that initial burst get lost. Most people let friction get in the way. I'll start taking notes as soon as I've researched the best app, set up the right tag hierarchy, or created a beautiful new journal spread. But that's the resistance talking. For your self-improvement journey, what you need is frictionless capture. Don't judge your notes, don't fuss over categories, just start recording. Here's the really fun part. Over time, these raw insights become your personal treasure trove, what some call a spark file. It's just a running document, a stack of note cards, or a growing notebook. There are no rigid tags, no complex structures, just a chronological record of your evolving ideas. Twice a year or so, set aside time to look back. Read through your old notes, and you'll immediately spot connections you didn't notice before. One idea from last winter suddenly links with something from yesterday's coffee break. These connections become incredibly valuable, feeding your projects, goals, and personal growth in ways you can't predict in advance. And here's the real test. Commit to this for years. Imagine looking back at a stack of notes reaching 5, 10, even 15 years into your past. Would you believe that flipping through those pages could only take you a few hours? When you invest in this habit day by day, you build a living map of your self-improvement journey. You're not just recording your thoughts. You're building a resource that future you will look back on and thank you for. If all of this sounds too simple or too messy to be valuable, that's exactly why it works. The prettiest, most complicated systems often get abandoned after a few weeks. What's unstoppable is the willingness to do the hard thing, consistently capturing your life's lessons, one scrappy note at a time. It's not sexy or marketable, but it's real, and it's powerful. If you're with me so far,
If you're starting to consider what a decade of daily insights might do for your self-improvement, take a second to like this video and drop a comment below. What's something you want to remember or work on in your life right now? Let's share our sparks and inspire each other in the comments. Your idea might be the breakthrough someone else needs. So what does this truly look like day to day? That's the magic. Maybe you use a $1 notebook, a stack of index cards, or even a simple doc on your phone. When something stands out, a lesson, a quote, a personal mistake, capture it. Later, when you need spark for a new project or fresh clarity on your goals, flip through your pile. You'll be surprised by just how many valuable dots appear, and you'll have the joy of connecting them. For years, I've hauled around boxes of notebooks, hundreds, maybe even thousands of scribbled ideas, sketches, progress logs. I can honestly tell you that if I spent a day flipping through them, I'd relive years of learning and growth in a single afternoon. There's a powerful sense of ownership and self-discovery that comes from holding your entire journey in your hands. Now, don't let modern life trick you into thinking you're too busy. The world will have you believe every second counts, that you don't have time to pause and jot down an insight. But this is how you take control. When you steal back just a minute to capture an idea, you're breaking the myth of busyness and proving to yourself that self-improvement is possible, even in the margins of your day. Just remember, this simple hard habit isn't about the system. Most of the elaborate productivity methods you see online are designed more for selling than for daily reality. They might look good, but they rarely get used. The beauty of this approach is in its simplicity. The less friction, the more you'll do, and the more unstoppable your growth becomes. Quick reminder for you as we cross the 6-minute mark. If you're finding this helpful, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comments what small note you captured today. Every bit of engagement helps this community, and who knows, your note-taking breakthrough could be the ripple that starts someone else's self-improvement journey. As you keep building this note-taking habit, patterns emerge. Maybe you start seeing hints of your future career in doodles from years ago, or you realize a tiny observation has now evolved into a major life philosophy. This is how self-improvement multiplies, by looking back, connecting, and acting on your own wisdom. You don't need fancy tags or a sleek app to start. You just need the commitment to begin. My challenge to you: for the next 10 days, take at least one note each day. It can be a fleeting thought, an important lesson, a reminder to yourself, or an inspiring quote. Don't worry about format or organization. Just keep adding fuel to your spark file. Even in this short time, you'll start noticing your mind feeling lighter, more creative, and more grounded. And if you ever need ideas for what to write, or you want to go deeper into this practice, check out our library of self-improvement videos here on the Growth Mindset Project. Just hit the notification bell so you'll always know when we drop a new strategy for your personal growth journey. See you in the next one. Keep growing and keep writing your unstoppable story, one note at a time.